Let me tell you how this thing started with me 10 years ago. Wow, 10 years ago. I wasn't even a Christian. Matter of fact, at 10 years ago, I didn't even know what the Holy Spirit was. I wasn't really grew up around religious people, and I'm telling you, that's a good thing.
Amen.
10 years ago, when the Holy Spirit hit me, I did not have to renew my mind of religion, what religion teach people, because I was a misfit and a numbskull, and I didn't go to church. So there was nothing for me to get rid of. At that time, I had bipolar, schizophrenia, post-traumatic stress, and I was manic depressive. The doctors had me on so much medication, it just kind of blew me up and zombied me out. I could watch a movie and forget about it and turn around and watch it again like I never saw it again. That's how messed up I was. Now, was I messed up with that because of what's in me, or was I messed up like that for what they was putting in me, like the drugs and stuff? I think a lot of people can speak in sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't feel good today and I'm sick and I just know I'm going to get that flu. You know, we got to watch what we say coming out of our mouth. Right. I had people help me to get sick. I don't know if y'all have ever seen anything like that. I had a niece, well, she's dead now. She kept coming over the house, Dennis, you're really sick. You need to get on disability. You need to get on this. And that's all I heard at that time, because I knew nobody of a Christian. I knew nobody of nothing, of no faith or nothing. So all I heard was bad stuff, and I took it in. I took it in. He was talking about Andrew Womack 10 years ago when I was sick as I was. My mother said, you need to watch this man on TV. He's called Andrew Womack. I said, okay. I'll try anything, because I was sick then. Totally sick. I wanted to give up. The 30-06 misfired. That 30-06 never misfired. I tried to kill myself many times. Didn't work. And there's a reason why it didn't work. You know, God has a plan for us. God has a plan for every one of us. And that don't mean it's up on the stage. Your gift could be a garbage man.
Yep.
Your gift could be a garbage man. Well, I've heard of this garbage man. He loved his work. He loved his work. As a matter of fact, I heard stories from Andrew. But his garbage that he was doing, he was witness to people at their houses. Everywhere he went, he was a witness to God. He seen many people saved and many people healed by being a trash man. So we don't have to try to find a platform or somewhere we need to be. All we need to do is start walking, and we will run into it. He said, lay your hands on something. Lay your hands on the plow and keep going. A prophet told me, was it Becky 10 years ago?
Yes, yeah, about 9 years ago.
That I was going to have a place that I'm having right now, which is a small campus, 4 apartments, wood shop, big place, and it's just a wonderful place. It's the Holy Spirit laid that on my hands. And I didn't know that then until 5 years ago. For my first 3 or 4 years, I worked out in the woods, homeless people, took them tents, took them food, prayed for them, didn't look at nothing that they had did wrong. The same way I do now. I have 3 men here. See, I don't look at what they've done. What I do with people, I get them and trying to find the treasures that's in them. Do you understand that? Amen. There's a treasure in everybody.
Amen.
We have to get in there and we have to pull that treasure out. And you can't do that by condemning them.
Right.
Or you got to do it with love. And did y'all know God don't work on, as soon as you get saved, you know, we still got this. We still got this. And y'all know this is out to kill us. I hope y'all know that. It's our mind that's out to kill us. Sometimes we can blame it all on the devil, a demon, and all that. No, it's not that. Most of the time, it's just our head. Because why? We haven't renewed our minds, got rid of that junk in the trunk, and we keep going back to it. That's the problem I'm seeing at Crosswalk of Hope in the last 5 years. God has put me somewhere where He's really giving me wisdom. He's educating me. He's showing me different types of people that do want it, that don't want it. He's showing me the people that say they do want it, but they really don't want it. Okay, how do we do with that? We deal with fruit.
Amen.
I do not go by what people say. I don't do that. They gonna do this. Okay, we'll see. I go by the fruit. You can't go wrong by going by the fruit.
Amen.
Now you can go wrong by using your own self and trying to judge people and know how they're supposed to do it. So we go by the fruit. So what we do here, we get people off the streets, out of penitentiary. People that has lost all hope. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about a little bit of hope. I'm talking about all hope. And how does people lose hope like that? There's many ways to lose hope. And I found out most of it, and the people, 85% of the people on the streets that's lost hope, that's in the penitentiary, most of it's over family. Believe it or not, can't live up to the family's expectation. Dad says you need to do this, you need to do that. If you don't, I'm gonna kick you out. And hey, that's how I got it. My family disowned me. Then if that ain't bad enough, then they may go to a church and try to get this thing right. God, I've been messing up for 30 years. I've been messing up for 40 years. I know there's God out there. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Then you go to a religious church and then now they're going to condemn you. There's good religion and bad religion, okay?
Yep.
The one that's going to condemn you, that's not good. If you go to a church and you feel worse, when you leave there, when you got there, I say don't go back to that church.
Come on.
Don't give them your 10%. Hope that they drop at the roots. We don't need more religion.
Right.
We need more of the glory of God. I'm going to let a couple of my people speak here, and Becky speak here in a minute. So we've been doing this Crosswalk of Hope for 5 years now. We've been getting people in. We've been discipling them. That's the main thing, I think. And I think that's the main thing if you look in the Bible, what it says. I don't say somewhere in the Bible to go get people saved. He didn't say that, did he?
I said it last week.
He said, go make disciples. Now, think of that. If you make disciples, you don't have to get them saved. If you make them disciples, talk to them about how good God is and what He's done in my life and how I was destroyed and He lifted me up. Sooner or later, they're going to say, I want to know this Jesus. Who is this Jesus? Well, that's your open door. I don't think the open door is to get. If you don't give your life to Jesus, I can't help you. No. No. We take sick people. We after the sick people. I've had well people try to come out there and take me down. No. We after the sick. We're there to lift them up. We're not just showing them, discipling about the true nature of God, about what God is and the gospel truth. There's more to that. If you've been out there for 20, 30, 40 years, man, you need to learn how to live.
Right.
You need to learn how to have a relationship with somebody.
Yep.
You got to learn how not to be broke every Monday morning.
Come on.
There's more to this. There's more to this. We like to have people out there, let's say, I like the people to stay with me for a year. Guys, now, slow down. You can't get this in 30 minutes. 30 days.
No.
You can't get it. You can get saved in 5 minutes and going back to the trap that you was in.
Yep.
If you don't get discipled, if you don't change that mindset, guess where you're going to go?
Right.
You're going to go right back to the drug man. Right back to that woman that beat you half to death. You're going to go right back to the same thing that you was in. Why? Because you don't know no better.
Right.
You do not know no better.
Amen.
A person has to be discipled. He has to be discipled with love. He's got to understand that he's worth something, that God has a plan for them. When you take a person that's beaten down by drug addicts, drug addictions, the street life. We don't have to go there. We know what the street life is. If you don't know what it is, you don't need to go. You're in a good place. We have to start there. We have to start. These men that we get in, they may be 40, 50, 30 years old, but they're still a child. They're still a child. Some people quit growing up when they were 16. I did.
Yeah.
I quit growing up at 16 when I started getting on drugs and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I woke up at 40, I was still a child. Still doing childish things. Of course I wasn't saved then, but I was still doing childish things. The same anger came up that made me mad 20 years ago. I never got rid of that. In order to change, we have to change just about everything. We have to change what we say, and definitely change the way we say, what we speak.
Yep.
This stuff about, oh, I feel so sick today, I don't want to go outside, and I just know this flu is going to get me. You know, that ain't of God. Isaiah 53:5, by your stripes you are healed.